We are at Hanover Tavern. It's a very historical place. Been here since the 18th century. And it's part of the courthouse complex. This is across the street. But it was here first, and this is where all the farmers would come and meet, along with attorneys. And this was just the kind of hangout spot, guys. We'd come get a drink, do business, and they actually have a theater in the basement. Pretty neat.
Glad to share the places and the people that we'll meet. Think of the memories we'll have. Exploring hidden history. It's time to hop aboard on the road with Malibu and Dad. On the road with Malibu and Dad.
Look at those old smokestacks. Also, presidents slept here from days past, and all the way from back to the Revolutionary War, guys. So this is a pretty neat historical site. Just a beautiful area. What a beautiful day we're having, just out discovering and adventuring for you, and bring it to the channel. I love old historic places like this. Time capsules just sitting to be discovered. An adventure. Look at those old shutters. This old building could talk. You can see all the different presidents that slept here. It'd be amazing. So guys, across from the tavern, this is beautiful Hanover Monument to the Confederate soldiers and their noble wives. Right over there is the old stone jail. We'll go check that out. Wow, this is beautiful old. Look at all the officers above the rank of lieutenant mentioned on this stone, guys. Pretty neat. Unfortunately, things like this are being done away with, and I'm glad this one's still here, because you can't erase history, guys. You got to know what's going on in history, be it good or bad. It's history. If you don't learn from it and know about it, you're bound to repeat it. And there's just certain things in history we don't want to repeat. I would say probably the Civil Wars, a big part of something we don't want to repeat, because these were brothers against brothers. Fathers against sons. It's crazy. Never need that again. Put all the dead on there. And right across the street, guys, a tavern here in Hanover, Virginia. So guys, this is an old courthouse. It's still active here in Hanover, Virginia. How neat is that? Still active courthouse, and it's so old, 1700s. That amazing. Can you imagine coming to court here, guys? That is really, really neat. You never know what you're gonna see when you're out here checking out history, adventuring. So guys, we bumped into a lady inside, very sweet lady. She does marriages there. And this is actually a working Hanover courthouse, built in 1735, and it's still active, guys, as you saw the interior. And just to the right, believe it or not, is the old stockade, old stone jail. It's circuited at 1835. I don't believe they still use this jail, but it's still standing, and it is absolutely amazing. Look at that big old grate on the door there. All the windows are still barred. Guys, if this place could talk, It would be absolutely amazing. Look at this old jail. Man, you know, I used to work in the jail back in the day, many moons ago. So it's kind of neat to see something like this actually still around. Look at this grate, guys. Look at the door behind the grate. Woo. That looks fortified. There's your courthouse. So they just bring the prisoners over to the courthouse. They get sentenced, and who knows, there may have been some executions out here. Here's another side of it, guys. Next to the courthouse, looks like there's a little walkway here. But man, I'm telling you what, guys. Look how pretty the sky is. Everywhere I've been to in Virginia, the history is just every corner. I can't even cover it all. I'm just having such a great time. Glad you could be here on the channel and enjoy it with me. I'm just totally blown away of the things you see and discover. Old courthouses from 1700s. I mean, unbelievable. Look at that sky, guys. Is that beautiful? Oh my God, just having a great day. And guys, here's the back of the Cavern and Playhouse, which is here in the basement. Look how beautiful. The old coach house, looks like it's been redone. Look at that. I'll tell you, between the courthouse and this thing here, guys, just the history just oozing out of everywhere. I was just reading a placard back there about both Union and Confederate soldiers coming upon this place, having little skirmishes. Amazing history. All right, guys, I'm inside the old inn here of the old tavern. Look at this place, guys. Oh, is that cool looking? Very nice. Look at the fireplace. They're pretty. Look at this old section here, guys. You can feel the history in this room. Wow. Absolutely amazing. I love it. Could be a dining room. And people still eat here, have dinner here all the time. Part of the tavern here, guys. It's where they would have the food and drink. You get your cup behind the partition here. Sit down and have your meal. All right, guys, I'm excited. You walk in this room, it's like you're there. You're in the 17th century at an old pub, tavern, and it's just absolutely beautiful. I love this place. Adventures. I'm glad you're with us, man. I am having a good time. This is a super cool place. So come on, let's check it out. Our adventures take us to Fork Church. Fork Church was first housed in this vicinity in 1722. It's an old frame building near the present church site. It was known as a chapel in the Forks. The present building was erected in 1736 and 1740. And here it is, guys. Beautiful old church, and probably one of the oldest cemeteries and church in the area. That's why I wanted to bring you out here. Come take a look around. You know I love history, and old churches have all kinds of cool history in their cemeteries. And the first stone I find up front, guys, is a J.C. Mallory, Neiman's Infirmary Company, Virginia Infantry, CSA. That's quite interesting. Excuse me. Let's go out here to this old wall here, see what we got back here. And look at this old cemetery wall here, guys. Some of these old stones. Wow. We're gonna see some history here. Anne Callis, she was born in Hanover in 1774. She died in Larissa County September 8th, 1846. There's some pretty old ones here. This one here is kind of unreadable. I see a date that looks like 1830 something. There's another one here. Elizabeth Price, who died March 1st, 1850 at the age of 64. John Samuel Temple, born November 24th, 1800. He was married to Maria D. Price, October 7th, 1824, and he died August 2nd, 1834. He was only 33 and 8 months old. Look at this beautiful church. The old cemetery. Here's a very interesting grave, guys, here. Memory of my father, Captain Thomas Price. He was a captain in the Revolutionary, he's a Revolutionary soldier. Wow. He died 21st of December, 1836. But he was in the Revolutionary War, guys, from 1775 to 1783. He was a captain. This is his wife. Right here, this old church. There we go, guys. Another Revolutionary War soldier and captain. Captain Thomas Price. Senior. What is it? Senior. This guy here, I believe, was a general, Thomas Nelson, during the Revolutionary War. He was born in 1780, died in 1859. Looks like his daughter's here. Maybe his child. Looks like another daughter. And this is his youngest child of General Thomas Nelson Jr., a wife of Captain Thomas Nelson. So definitely some military lineage here, and ooh, some old dates. Really cool. This church is so cool, guys. I love the history. All right, look at this one, guys. I've never seen one of these before. This lady here was the wife of a signer of the Declaration of Independence. How neat is that? Wow. Talk about history. An actual wife of a signer of the Declaration of Independence. The actual document that founded our country and made it what it is today. Wow. The other interesting find here, James Churchill Cook, Confederate States Army. He was a sergeant. Hanover Troop, 4th Virginia Cavalry, Confederate States of America. Wow, that's really neat. I've never seen one of those grave markers right there. And the name Churchill is pretty neat. Very neat. Here's something you don't see every day. Church Quarter. This two-room log house, a rare survivor of the once common house type, was built about 1843, probably by Sarah Thornton, whose father-in-law, John Thornton, acquired the property in 1790. On July 16th, 1862, Major General Thomas J. Stonewall Jackson and his staff stopped here and requested some water. The woman who lived here provided him with a pitcher from which to drink. On learning of Jackson's identity, she refused to let anyone else drink from it. saying that she would give it to her children as a memento of Jackson's visit. The Scotchtown chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution purchased and restored the cabin in 1969. What an amazing find, guys. Major General Stonewall Jackson came to this property 1862 with his staff and actually got water from the owner here. Look at this beautiful old log cabin. You are walking in history of the American Civil War. Look at this cabin, guys. Can you imagine knocking on that door, Stonewall Jackson, and coming to get a pitcher of water out of this well? Look at that. It's been marked as a historical landmark. Very cool find.